The most important tenets in fishing remain the need for depth and speed control when working lures. This applies as much to ice fishing as it does to fishing on open water, as one of North America's experts on the topic explains here.
You know, and one thing I think it's beneficial when you're talking to fishermen is to help them understand how simple and straightforward a lot of actually what might be thought of as complicated techniques can actually be. And the idea that Buck Perry's principles about depth control, being the first order of importance, and speed control then being the second order of importance, and then all the other variables being less important after that, absolutely applies to ice fishing. With walleyes, for example, you're going to want to be within 1 or 2, maybe a maximum of 3 feet of the bottom most of the time, although they do suspend in some fisheries. But what about speed control? Well, speed control has everything to do with the lures that you choose, because in ice fishing, the jigging rapala is famous because it swims off to the side, it goes up, swims off to the side, and then swims back. Well, these lures, no matter you're talking the swimming lures or if you're talking spoons and different varieties of categories within those categories, they all have different speeds, they all cycle at different rates, and so those are the things you want to be thinking about when you're thinking about, well, what lures do I choose and how do I work these lures when you're talking about ice fishing. It's cycle time. Here comes one. Got him. Whoa. Here we go. See how big. Oh, nice fish, man. All right, easy does it there, boy. He came in and ate it too. Get under the gill here. Nice, beautiful. And again, he came right in and ate that jigging wrap. You can see how it's down the hatch there. All right, and it's gonna be pretty easy to get out, I think. There we are. Out it comes. And there's our fish. It's a beauty. Very nice. You can be all right. He's actually got a tag in him. You see right there? If I had those prepared, I'd get the tag number, but not today. All right, we're all set up here. 3 lure categories. This is the first one right here, the horizontal swimmers. And I've probably caught thousands and thousands of fish alone on this jigging rapala, which is my all-time favorite lure. But the jigging rap swims off to the side and comes back relatively quickly. Fast cycler. The chubby darter is the original slow cycler. Goes up, vibrating, slides down, then slides back, very slow. A lot of times the fish will prefer one over the other. Sometimes you'll find fisheries where the fish generally prefer one over the other. The next category is the spoon category. And you can just divide the cyclers here into 2 categories. This is one of the original, cool ice fishing lures, the Castmaster. And it vibrates when you rip it up, but it falls very precisely straight back down. So there's not a lot of side-to-side sweep with this. The Slender Spoon is another one of my favorites. It's a thin design, but when you rip it up, it's got a lot of vibration, but when it falls, it lays on its side and shimmies all the way back down. Fast cycler, Castmaster, slow cycler, custom jigs and spins, Slender Spoon right there. I want to make a little sidetrack right here. This is a Williams Nipigon. It's got a very, very thin design. It takes a while to get these down to depth, but they vibrate intensely on the way up and they lay flat again on their side. So a slow cycler, but one of the hot options, flutter spoons being reapplied in walleye fishing today. The Lipless Crankbait category. And again, you've got fast cyclers like the Rapala Rip and Wrap. It ripples up and vibrates intensely on the way up, but it falls very precisely, almost like a spoon. On the slow cycler side of things, and there's a lot of lures in this category, but this is a live target, a golden shiner. It vibrates on the uptake, but then on the downtake, it actually swims on the way down. So slow cycler, you're going to have some of these lipless baits in the slow cycle category, and then you've got them like the Rip and Wrap, which are in the fast cycle category. Got him. Yes. There we are. It's walleye. Up again. Nice. It's the first one I've had hit from the back end. Like that. Yeah. I'm still looking for a bigger one, but that gives you the idea. When you're talking about organization, or you're talking about categorizing, I guess you should say, that it's all about organization and simplification. So that's what we talked about today. Put him back a minute and we'll summarize the whole thing. There we go. So categorizing is all about simplification, which helps you keep your head or get your head around the experiment that you're doing each time you're on the water. In this case, we divided all walleye lures into 3 categories, and then we took each of those 3 categories and further subdivided them, each one by 2, the fast cyclers and the slow cyclers. Categorize, simplify, get your head around the experiment, catch fish.